If you Georgia Bulldogs, you're gonna feel the bulldog. September till the 1st of June.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Row 60, a Georgia football podcast. My name is Clark Gaines. Joining me today, as always, Adam Thornton.
Boom!
And this is show number 114. Georgia starts the season off with a big win over Marshall, 45-7.
Yes, sir, Clark. Pristine day in Athens, Georgia, man. Everything I wanted to see. Couldn't sum it up any better as far as what my expectations were going into the day and what came to fruition, man. So, great day in Athens. Can't wait to talk about it. We're in full swing.
Yeah. We had a call-in show last Friday night. We're just going to jump right into this episode.
Yes, sir.
We had a call-in show last Friday night. It was great. It was awesome. We went to Tres Amigos out in Athens, had a great time. Adam, the mics, if you kind of smell them,
they do still got an aroma of the
smell
restaurant.
Like the restaurant. It smells good.
They do. Yes, I love it. I love it, man.
It smells like queso. Golly. Anyway, we had a great night. We had a good time there. Saw a lot of people.
Yeah.
Swung by, stopped by, and we got to hang out with them there at Tres Amigos. What a great time that was, sure enough.
Great time, Clark, man. Brian and Brittany have a great venue there, great restaurant, great food. I love my food, man. And everybody who was at the restaurant said the same thing that was with us and other people that we got to talk to as well. They do a great job of getting people in and out there. So we got to see a lot of people come in and out throughout the night. A lot of one thing I realized is how old I am, being in Athens late at night like that and all the college kids around and everything. I was like, wow, I'm old. And it was neat getting to just be there in the fellowship that we had with people, meeting people for the first time that we've never met before, meeting people that we've talked to a lot on these call-in shows and putting a face to a name, man. And it was just real good. It was real special. Everybody was excited about the season to crank up and for it to be the first time actually going to Athens to a restaurant and doing our call-in show, man, was something special and thankful for that opportunity. So thanks again, Brian and Brittany. It was great.
It was a great time. We got to meet Mr. Joe from Jefferson.
Yes, we
Icon.
did. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Joe from Jefferson, he gifted us these Coke bottles, 2002 SEC champions Coke bottles, man. So those are 23-year-old Coke bottles right there. Special SEC championship that Georgia won. First time they'd won an SEC championship in 20 years. Ended a 20-year drought, and that was the first big-time championship and success that we remember seeing Georgia win in our lifetime, Clark, was that SEC championship in 2002, man. So that was special, and thank you, Mr. Joe, for that. Yeah. And that'll be a big keepsake here in the Row 60 table of our collections and memorabilia we have. So.
We might, if we win an SEC championship this year, we might have to open one of the two, and drink it. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Look, hey, we've already done it with a 40-year-old Coke bottle, and we're still here. It ain't killed us yet, as Eric Church would say. So,
good reference right there.
So,
God, that's a good song.
We might have to do it.
That's a really good song. Ain't Killed Me Yet. That's
great
the name
song,
of it, right?
Man. Yeah.
Ain't Killed Me Yet.
From the Carolina.
Oh, gosh.
Back in the glory
Such
days
a
of the
good
man.
song.
I loved it.
Yeah, but as the night went on at the call-in show, he ran into a bunch of college kids that came in, barked at us. It was a lot of fun, but once again, if you guys were just watching at home, yeah, I'm sure you got to experience that and see that. They were definitely wild. But
they were rowdy.
Yeah, man. It was fun. But, once again, thank y'all for calling in. Thank y'all for showing up. We're going to do another one of those at Tres Amigos more than likely.
Yeah, man. It's going to be definitely. It was fun. Can't imagine what it'll be like when the night before in Athens at a game with a lot of hype. Even though it was big having the opening day the next day, but when you get an opponent like Alabama or Texas or Ole Miss coming in, so just be on the lookout for that. See what happens. So.
On this episode, we're going to be talking a lot about obviously the Georgia versus Marshall game, recapping that, talking about the offense, the defense, special teams as usual. We've got a concession stands report for you on this episode. We're going to be talking about the game day atmosphere, and then also recapping last week's games. There's some good ones on, and we want to touch on those as well. But we want to remind you, this is kind of a part one of part two.
That's right. Doubling down every week, Clark.
Yeah, from now on, for the rest of the season, we're going to break our episodes up into two parts. So we'll have the recap of this past Saturday, and then on Wednesday at 5 p.m., we're going to have a preview of the game to come. So that's going to be the format from now until the rest of the season.
Yeah, Clark, we could put a bow on the previous week, early in the week, and instead of waiting until Wednesday, Thursday, whenever you've traditionally listened to us and have to go back to the following Saturday. So, yeah, put a bow on the previous week and then pump out another one later in the week to get fired up and look ahead to the next upcoming weekend. I love it, and I can't wait to see how well received that is, and let's do it.
Yeah, so our patrons actually, Adam, Row 60 patrons, they actually voted for that format. An overwhelming majority of them said that's the way that they want it. The two-part kind of episodes throughout the season. So that's what they got. And speaking of patrons, I want to shout out a couple that just joined us. Mr. Sammy J. Waller.
Samuel J. Waller. Great friend around us a lot. Probably seen him in some live streams, comes to games with us and everything. So we appreciate Sammy J. Waller.
Yeah, fellow firefighter as well.
Fellow firefighter, DGD, just a good man.
Yep.
Love him.
And then Kayla Cates from Augusta.
Yeah, but originally from Franklin County.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so she moved
that's
down.
Kayla J to me.
Oh,
Kayla
okay.
George.
Gotcha.
But yes, of course, now she is a Cates, and I always thought the world of Kayla J. Hadn't got to see her in a long time, but hope she's doing well. Her and her husband are well, and very excited to have her there, and that's awesome, man.
Yeah. If you're not on Patreon yet and you want to unlock exclusive Row 60 content, just visit patreon.com/Row60, or you can download the Patreon app and search us at Row 60. It's just $5 a month. And every single penny we reinvest into this. We try to make more content, try to make these live events happen.
That's right.
And we've got some big ideas here in the future as well. So, yeah, if you want more content and just to hang out with fellow dogs, join us. It's fun.
About to crank it up.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's go back to last Saturday.
All right, let's do it. Because I got some stuff to say about the atmosphere.
Oh, you do?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Okay. All right. Well, let's start with the weather here. Kind of the low to mid 80s, I would say. Nice and sunny. Blue skies. There were a few clouds in the sky. But, man, it felt really good.
It did, man. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better weather day in late August for college football. Yes, it was warm, but I've experienced a whole lot hotter days in Sanford Stadium before, so it was really good for opening day, a 3:30 kick, and I thought the weather couldn't have been more perfect.
Yeah, it was great. Decent turnout in terms of the crowd, Adam. Wouldn't you say so?
Oh, absolutely, man. Everybody was hyped up. Those first few offensive series that Georgia had and defensive series, it was electric. And then just naturally, just the way of the world now is when you're playing an opponent like a Marshall, once Georgia kind of gets up a few possessions, crowd loses interest, man.
Yeah.
And college kids are going to go even before halftime or at halftime and go on to whatever parties or shindigs they have, and some other people maybe decide to get on the road, get back down to South Georgia or other places that they have to travel a couple hours to. Fortunately, we're just right up the road from Athens, so that's not a big deal for us. So, I mean, that's what you have now, why you're not going to have crowds even into the second half in these games, really just staying electric, staying fired up. But overall, you saw some people hungry to see what we got to see Saturday, the product on the field, and I thought it was a very good crowd turnout.
Yeah. I mean, with all things considered, it was a hot day. You know, it is Marshall, right? But I would say at least 90% of the stadium, 95% was filled up.
Yeah.
At least, when the game started.
And keep in mind, we can't see the 600 level.
That's true.
So and we never see the 600 level.
Yeah.
We're never on the south end of the stadium. So we probably need some reports. Probably need to get somebody to report our a new segment, what our 600 level looks like every game.
I like that idea, actually.
Because, I mean, we can't see it. I can't tell you the last time I've been in a game and saw the 600 level.
Me neither. Like, even when we're walking into the stadium,
no, you
we
can't see it. No,
with the gate that we go into.
Right.
So, we're going to assume that it was.
So send us an official 600 level report every week during a home game. Somebody, if you think about it.
Yeah, if you're
shout you out.
If you're a season ticket holder, or heck, you don't even really have to be a season ticket holder.
You
just go to home games.
View of it.
Yeah,
give us a percentage. Break it down in a percentage, and we'll go from there and give an official report of how the 600 level, the bird's eye view, everybody up in there in the clouds, man.
Well, most of us, we're leaving by halftime and really the beginning of the fourth quarter. That's when we left. We wanted to get back and watch some LSU and Clemson.
Yeah, get back to the children.
Yeah, that too.
Good fun stuff. Yeah.
And normally, we don't leave games early. I mean, especially if it's an SEC opponent or really any other opponent besides Marshall. We don't leave games. But I think you and I, we both saw what we wanted to see. We got to see a drive from Pug, which was great. We'll get into we'll get into the X's and O's here in a little bit. But I mean, I think it was a good turnout though.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Adam, you said you had something you wanted to say.
I do.
About the atmosphere.
Do you want to go ahead with what you got noted, and then I'll just piggyback off?
Oh, okay. Well, I was just going to my last note on the atmosphere. I think I enjoyed the pyrotechnics.
Yeah.
During the game, there were fireworks going off.
There was.
Now they didn't go up in the air and boom or anything, but it was more of it was like a pop and a crackle.
There was. That was neat. And then running on the field too, Clark. We got some fireballs coming out. Felt like we were in at a Motley Crue concert in 1988.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, it was neat. I like that. I mean, at 3:30 in the afternoon, nothing like getting some stainless steel stands out there where it kind of spiraled up and getting some flames shooting off as you go out and run onto the field, man. I'm sure it'll look great on a night kickoff, right?
Oh, yeah.
So when the sun goes down a little bit beyond the horizon, I mean, that really is going to ramp it up. But at 3:30, I mean, it was still, here we go.
Yeah.
Especially somebody who really, I like fire.
Me too.
So it's...
What guy? All right, listen. What guy does not like fire?
I don't know.
I feel
I've
like
never
all
met
men
one.
like fire.
Yeah, I just think it was something just naturally the good Lord created with men is to just to be intrigued by a flame.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
I mean, from the beginning.
Yeah, maybe so. I do think what would add to the experience is if we had some cold fountain sparklers. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yes,
That really shoot up sparks.
Right.
That would send
That
a
would
message.
ramp it up. That would be intimidating coming out, right? But going back to the fireworks, love the red powder coming out of them as well. So I mean, I'm all for that. Let's crank it up a little bit, especially family games like this. That's gonna you know that you could use that as a tool for the children, Clark.
Oh, sure.
They're like, hey, look, we're about 15 yards away. If Gunner Stockton can punch this ball in right here, and Georgia's offense scores right here, look, the fireworks come on again. So that gives you motivation as a parent to keep the child there longer, right? If it's kind of getting later in the game and they're kind of getting a little bit tired, getting a little restless, right? So you kind of can put that in your back pocket that you can see some more fireworks and pyrotechnics, man. If you just hold on there a little bit longer. So that's good for family games. That's another tool in the arsenal to keep your child there.
Speaking of all this, taking kids to the game, keeping them there, keeping them entertained. I want to shout out Will Snipes. Because listen to this. They took their I believe this is right, 8-week, maybe 9-week at this point, old daughter.
That's awesome.
To the game.
That's awesome.
And
setting the
stayed
tone
a
early.
full half.
Full half.
That's impressive right there, honestly.
Awesome, Will. Congrats to you, bro.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Love that.
That's enough about the atmosphere. Unless you got any other.
Yeah, no, I do have a lot about it.
Okay.
I mean, so
right.
the mic man returned back, the cheerleader.
Yikes! Yeah.
Now let me say this: the guy did great for what he asked to do.
What he was asked to do, sure.
Great voice as far as what he's at. Right. What I'm saying is for what he's asked to do. The actual male cheerleader. I'm not saying anything about him personally.
Yeah.
Right. So I just want to make that clear. But I don't know, Clark. What do you think about that?
It's a little corny, to be honest with you. I don't think we should have a guy in the middle trying to get the Georgia Bulldogs chant started, unless it's a former player or a celebrity or somebody out there. And nothing on that guy, but I think it feels too forced. Yep. And for those who don't know what we're talking about, basically there was a male cheerleader out in the middle of the field during TV timeouts, and we would do these cheers, and it really did sound like what Florida does when we go down to Jacksonville. It's just super cheesy, super corny.
Auburn does it too.
Auburn does it, yeah. Oh gosh, they're the worst.
We'll see that in a few weeks, but yes, they do it too.
So I don't know. I know it's an effort. It's trying to get the crowd more involved into the game, especially during TV timeouts, and carry momentum from one timeout to the next, or one play to the next. But
yeah, I mean, it's kind of tough to gauge what you need to do, because you definitely need to have some interaction during these dead times, man, during these TV timeouts and everything. But that, and then we saw the throw contest, had some college kids out there, 2 guys, like the old traditional, I guess the best way to describe it for those who see these conference championship games, the Dr. Pepper can, throwing the football into the hole on the Dr. Pepper can. It wasn't a Dr. Pepper can, but the same concept of that. That's neat. I like that. You know, try the guy out there to make a field goal to try to win a little scholarship money, stuff like that. I mean, that's good, right? Yeah. I mean, you could really get behind the guys out there doing that thing. Karaoke can. We've talked about that in the past, man. We didn't have Sweet Caroline or Chicken Fry by Zach Brown, so that's progress. But I'm against a Morgan Wallen medley.
Yeah, I am.
And I'm probably in the minority on that, Clark, because apparently the guy's boomed. I've yet to figure out why he's just turned into a just sensation. But hey, that doesn't matter. My taste in music is not very popular to a lot of people in the world, so that really doesn't matter in my opinion. But I just didn't like the fact, because he is a diehard Tennessee man, that we pump out the first game of Sanford Stadium. Not only just play a song, we go through his greatest hits.
Yeah, I hate
like
that.
all of them. Mm-hmm. All of them down. And then we went into some more pop country stuff.
Right.
And, I mean, I don't know. That's fine. I guess it's better than what's been in the past in some situations. We didn't have the lyrics on screen with a bouncing ball. So that's, I mean, it's good. So I don't really know the answer, though, Clark, of how to improve these TV timeout dead space to keep kind of the juice, especially when you're in a more hostile game against like Alabama here later this month, to really keep the fans just the energy if there's a big third down stop on defense, man, to keep it carrying over if there's a TV timeout after a change of possession or something, Clark. But I don't have the answer for it, but it just doesn't feel right, and it hadn't felt right for a long time, the in-game experience at Georgia. And I know I sound very ungrateful and unappreciative of this, but I think there's places in the country that do it better. But I think there's more potential to do it even at a higher level at a place like Sanford Stadium with 92,000 plus people ready just at times for just the top to blow off the place, right? Yeah. So on what that is, I'm not engaged with current culture. So maybe it is actually good to some people, but to me, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you guys have any ideas,
but I appreciate the effort of new stuff this year, you know?
So at least we're trying.
And I love Bob O'Reilly for the record, so maybe I
too.
am in the minority because I hear a lot of complaints on that, but I always love Bob O'Reilly before kickoff.
If somebody's complaining about Bob O'Reilly, I'm sorry. I don't know if you're a true Georgia fan. That's just classic.
Classic, man. Been that way for 2 decades now.
Yep. Keep Baba O'Reilly. All right, let's move on to the weekly concession stands report. I've got one here for us. I didn't really – I got a couple things at the concession stands, Adam. I know you did too.
Yeah.
Right quick, love the new stadium cups. As you can see, we've got the fireworks, as we were just talking about.
Good.
Got the classic Georgia G.
Yeah.
You can't beat
Love
that.
the Georgia G. Oh, the block letters in the end zone, Clark. Great addition.
Agreed.
Do got to say that. Great job for the athletic department going back tradition like that. Getting away from the Bulldog font, the Greg McGarity years. Love that.
Yeah, me too. The Stadium Cup, though, looks good. Adam, quick trip. They're trying an interesting tactic, and I'm not falling for it, okay?
All right.
So let me give you guys a rundown on this. The refillable Stadium Cup, you can go buy one for $8 in Sanford Stadium.
How did you know this?
They posted a graphic.
Oh, did okay.
I'll post it
Right,
on YouTube for people. The refillable Stadium Cup can be used to get 79-cent refills in any quick trip this season. Now, that sounds great, but the problem is the Stadium Cup is smaller than a Big Q Cup. So when you go into a quick trip, there's something called a Big Q. You take it out of the, the little, out of the side of the wall or whatever. It's a cup. It's plastic. You fill it up, and it's also about 79 cents. So really the Big Q is actually a little bit bigger than the Stadium Cup. So you're not really saving any money by doing that. Actually, it's a worse deal if you take your Stadium Cup, because it is smaller, than just getting a regular Big Q. So, yeah.
So you're telling me that the Big Q Styrofoam cup, right? You get more volume of liquid in it for the same price.
Right. Yep.
Interesting.
So it's an interesting tactic.
Now,
great marketing on Quick Trip's part, but
if you're taking a road trip, does it cancel out? Does this cup keep your ice longevity?
It might
Better, right? For a more refreshing. I mean, that's something you got to break down too. But I agree with that, Clark. I think that's crazy. And also, if you go and you take your Stadium Cup, you got to keep up with it in the car. Then you're going to have to wash it afterwards, right? Unless you're somebody who just keeps filling, that's fine. It builds the immune system. I get it. Or also, if you hand the cashier $1, man, then you get 2 dimes and a penny that you could potentially leave in your shorts or pants pocket, and your wife throws it in the washing machine at the house, and it gets out there, rattles through the drum, and potentially messes up the washing machine, or at the very least, you get a good stern talking to from your wife.
Yeah,
so,
that's not good.
More negatives in that scenario. I agree.
Right.
But, I like the effort, whatever, especially if you want to represent the DAWGS, bringing that Stadium Cup in there. But I agree with that. It's good eye on that.
It's excellent marking by Quick Trip, because they're betting on you guys like seeing that and going and getting the Stadium Cup for $8, which I'm sure they get a cut of because they are sponsors and they do have their logo on here. they're betting on you guys buying that and then going into Quick Trip. And you're not going into Quick Trip just to get, some Coke.
Right.
Right.
No,
You're probably going to get some Sour Patch Kids or some M&Ms or something else, and that's how they're going to make their money. Right. So I'm just saving you guys a little bit of money here. Don't get the stadium. Actually, get a stadium cup, but don't waste your time going and refilling it in a Quick Trip when you can go get more liquid in the Big Q cup. So that's kind of the concession stands report.
And it's disposable. You can throw it away at the next stop.
Exactly.
Right? When you get done. I agree with that.
Or recycle.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like it, Clark. Great breakdown. Great first concession stand report.
I was like, I am not going to be fooled.
And don't get us wrong, we love Quick Trip.
Oh,
I'm been a big Quick Trip fan for a couple decades now.
Right.
Like, we would stop our youth trips, like if we went to Stone Mountain, that's where we would eat supper. Just get some dogs off the rollers, right, from the Quick Trip. So, great experience. Go to a Quick Trip. I like how they support college football, but I agree with Clark. Appreciate you pointing that out, brother.
Yeah.
That's good.
Last thing, right quick. Hot dog, pretty good. The bread, Adam, wrinkly.
Wrinkly.
That's the best word I have to describe it. It was just wrinkly.
All right.
Yeah. It just looked wrinkly.
So did it mess with your psyche eating the dog with wrinkled bread?
Yeah.
Kind of just made it, you already kind of established in your mind when you pulled it out of the tin foil. Pulled it out of the tin foil that it wasn't going to be good because of the presentation of the bun.
Right. Yeah. So I'll give the hot dog a 6 out of 10. It was still good, but the bread was a little weird.
All right, that's fair.
The bun,
that's
I
fair.
should say.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Oh man. All righty. Moving on here. Clark's fun facts. I've got some interesting ones for us here. The first, this is a great one. Georgia has won 32 straight games between the hedges, making it the longest home winning streak in SEC history.
Huge accomplishment right there, Clark. Love seeing that, man. Never thought I'd see the day of that. And, I never would have told me, especially I was feeling awful at the time, leaving that stadium after losing to South Carolina in 2019, that it would be the beginning of the season 2025, and you still haven't seen a Georgia loss at home since.
Man. And once again, I know we've talked about this before, but had we not lost to Carolina in 2019, good gosh, I mean, the last time before that would have been what, Tech in 16.
Yeah, Tech in 16, right. Exactly. Yeah, you're 100% right. Yep.
I mean, that's like 12 more games right there, potentially. Crazy. Georgia has also won 12 straight season openers, the last loss being in 2013. We're not even going to mention this game.
No, we're not. There's no need to mention the opponent or the venue.
No.
So, yeah, man. Over a decade plus of winning openers and getting off on the right foot. Man, it's not like we have opened up with teams, Clark, that have been like the Marshalls, the Cupcakes per se, every year. It has been some big neutral site games. It's been some games, I was going to say on the road, but I don't think they're – Vanderbilt. Yeah. Vanderbilt 19 was on the road.
Alabama couldn't beat Vandy on the road last year.
So, we went to 19 and put it on Vanderbilt, open it up.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, in the past 16 games, Adam, now this truly is an original, a Clark's Fun Fact original.
Good.
All right? I didn't rip this off from anybody. I didn't steal this from anywhere. I actually did some research here. In the past 16 games, Georgia has only had one game where a running back rushed for 100-plus yards.
There we go.
Can you guess the name? Or the game and the name?
All right, repeat the question one more time.
All right. In the past 16 games, so really since the start of the 2024 season, basically, Georgia has only had one game where a running back rushed for more than 100 yards. 100 yards plus. What game would it have been?
Since the start of the 2024 season.
Right.
So you're talking about last year, the game where a running back.
Yeah.
It was Texas, wasn't it?
Got close.
Yeah, I guess
I think ETN had 93.
And also, okay. Last year. Dang.
There's a scrub. I'll give you
a scrub. Okay. All right. So it would have been, man.
I'll just
tell you. I'm drawing a blank.
UMass. Nate Frazier, UMass.
Okay,
last year.
Good deal.
But that's crazy, though.
That is
crazy.
crazy.
We have not had a running back go for more than 100 yards.
That's inexcusable. So you mean to tell me that last year UMass Nate Frazier was the only 100-yard plus game a back had out of all the games last year? Out of what, 14 games?
Mm-hmm.
That's
crazy,
inexcusable.
Right? Oh yeah, I might have missaid that. I said in the past 16 games, but
the
what I
past
meant is
16 games.
past 15.
Okay.
So, but still,
Wow.
I mean, it's crazy, right?
Yeah, that's wild, man. So that's already a great sign that you're doing that against Marshall, doing what you're supposed to do, and establishing the run early in the season. Seeing that in game 1, love it.
Yeah, but we did not have a back go for 100 yards against Marshall, though.
Oh, we did not. Oh, so
No.
you're saying this year,
Even
okay.
including this game, yeah.
All right, I was about to say, I was like, wait a minute, I don't think Frazier or
No.
okay, all right. So wow, that's
In 2023, though, to this point, we had 5 games where running back had 100+ yards.
okay.
So that just gives you a context here. In 2023, we were running the ball really well.
Next week
with our
we
running
will.
backs.
We'll get
We
Sauce
better.
P. Nate Frazier will go over 100 yards.
Somebody has to go over 100
Yeah,
yards.
yeah.
And it can't be Gunner. All right, Alabama also, this is a fun fact that has nothing to do with Georgia. I just got to throw it out. It's amazing. Alabama as 14+ point favorites. I want you to listen to this.
Mm-hmm.
So when Alabama has been favored by 14 or more, under Kalen DeBoer, they've had 4 losses in 10 games.
4 losses in 10 games.
Right. As 14-point plus favorites. Okay? 3 losses in 139 games under Nick Saban.
Wow.
As 14-point favorites. or
Wow.
more.
In 139 games,
Yes.
only 3 losses, and then 4 under DeBoer. I love it, man.
Yeah.
Injected into that vein right there. It's just so funny to think that the people in Alabama really thought that DeBoer would come in and just roll with just not skip a beat. And, I mean, I was guilty of it, and they still might do it. It's a long season, especially now with the new format that you could afford to lose at least 2 games, maybe even 3 we'll see this year, sneak in the playoff and get hot at the right time. But, I mean, I picked them. I thought on paper it looked like they were going to have a strong year and contend for the SEC championship and the national championship. And they still might, Clark. They still might. But it was very good to see that as a Georgia fan who does not like Alabama, just the attitude and the demeanor on the sideline and team chemistry just looked like it was not off to a good start this year.
Yeah.
And they got popped in Tallahassee by 2 touchdowns. Amazing.
We'll get to that game later. But first, let's talk about Georgia
Yes, let's
versus
do it.
Marshall. Let's start with the offense here, Adam. I think a great place to start would be with Gunner Stockton.
Yeah.
14 for 24, 190 yards through the air, 2
Mm-hmm.
touchdowns. Gunner also had 10 carries for 73 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground. Adam, we ran the read option. We ran the speed option.
We did.
We actually ran true RPOs.
Zone read.
Our
baby. That's-
quarterback actually read what the defense was doing mid-play.
actually looked at the defensive end.
Yeah.
See if he was crashing
Right.
or staying home.
Yeah.
And if he could tuck it or hand the ball off, and it was beautiful. And yes, I know it wasn't Texas's defensive line out there, but still, you did what you were supposed to do against Marshall with Gunner in his legs. It was very nice, Clark. It was very nice to see that there were times where there weren't receivers open on like a 2nd and 8 situation where with somebody, not the athleticism of Gunner, might just throw the ball away or potentially take a sack for a loss and make it 3rd and 11 or at least 3rd and 8 if you throw it away. But you tuck it and run, and no, might not pick up 25 yards, but you're picking up 5 or 6 yards and making it 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2, which opens up the playbook a whole lot more in a very good 3rd and manageable position like that. So seeing that was what I was excited about seeing, and he just looks comfortable running the football too. It wasn't like he was out there when he was scrambling, running around just like a chicken with his head cut off, just
Right.
not knowing what he was doing with it, but he looked comfortable being able to tuck it in the right scenario, man. And I was I might be in the minority because I've read some Georgia boards where there's some Gunner Stockton hate
I don't get
already.
that. I don't get that at all.
And that's just dumb, in my opinion. It's dumb, in my opinion. I think there was more critiques about, we didn't see deep downfield passing or anything.
Well, why are we
Why
going to
would
throw
we?
the
I mean-
ball against Marshall? I mean, you don't have to.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. This is a game where I thought, no, you can't just crown that he's going to be a Heisman Trophy winner, but there's no need to really bash him. I mean, I think he had the highest QBR in the SEC last week. So, I mean, we'll see. I thought he did well against Notre Dame last season in some downfield passing, and I think he's been very accurate with the football in times where he's passed downfield as well, that he's shown in the limited time we've seen him. But for a first start under center, as far as this team going into a season when it is his team, I thought he did what he needed to do.
Yeah.
And I was very encouraged and excited to see how he progresses and ultimately this past weekend and next weekend, if he does next weekend what he did last weekend, Clark, I'll be excited. And then the ultimate test of seeing where he's at is going to be in Knoxville, Tennessee in a couple of weeks as well, and then beyond the rest of the season. But as far as Gunner Stockton's performance is concerned, Clark, I was excited about it. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, me too. I mean, he looked really good, not only on the ground, obviously, but through the air. He hit some good throws, I thought. I really do think he's got some of the best mechanics I've seen, and that will do that. You know, that's to be expected when you are in a Mike Bobo system pretty much your entire life.
Oh, a lot about it are talking about his release.
Oh, how it's not good enough?
Yeah, it's too slow.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little slower, you know. But I would much rather him make smart decisions and get the ball out lightning quick.
To me, he is exactly the quarterback that Kirby Smart wants running that offense, and a quarterback that Kirby Smart wants and that to complement a dominant defense, Clark, that you have, and that what has traditionally been at the University of Georgia on the Kirby Smart era.
Yeah,
you know,
I agree.
So, I mean, yeah, we're going to have to see, and I still think he's got that in him. If he could be the guy that he could go and he can win us a game if needed, if the defense is struggling, if there is a shootout. So, yeah, that's yet to be determined. But I am extremely just fired up about the potential and where he's going to continue to get better too, man. As it progresses, as he gets more starts under his belt and experience. I thought. He did exactly what he needed to do in his first time out this year as starting quarterback at the University of Georgia.
I definitely think, and I said this on Facebook, Mike Bobo, Gunner Stockton, that's going to be a deadly combination.
Yeah,
I think as a season gets going here, we're going to see a lot of play action too. And Gunner on bootlegs, that kind of stuff right there, man, it is hard to stop, especially when your quarterback can run true RPOs and true read options. And speed option, man, I love a speed option on a goal line. That's hey, we saw that a lot with Steve Spurrier. He did a ton to a lot of different teams. So, and it's very effective.
Yeah, I mean that kind of a speed option, kind of reminiscent of Connor Shaw.
Oh yeah,
and his time at South Carolina when they were really good under Spurrier, man. And if he plays like Connor Shaw, then that's what you got to have to. I mean, I'd be more than satisfied with that.
Right.
So, really like what he could do. And let's go ahead and say it, Clark. After game one, there's still some criticism for offensive coaching staff, whatever. That's everybody's opinion. I get it from stuff last year, but here at Row 60, and we'll eat our crow if we have to, but we're going to die on that hill that we believe in Gunner Stockton and Mike Bobo for the rest of the year.
I agree. We had a trio of backs rotating in and out, Adam. Nate Frazier, Chauncey Bowens, Dwight Phillips Jr., a.k.a. Peanut. Yeah, solid day on the ground. We had 239 rushing yards at 5.4 yards a pop. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
You know? And also another thing that I like to see, I'm sure you did as well, we made several explosive plays on the ground. Had, I think maybe, I want to say 4 or so, maybe not that many, actually. Yeah. I know we had some explosive plays. Now I'm second-guessing myself. We had some good runs. I'll just put it that way.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you get positive yards, you can make it a 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6, instead of being behind the chain and it's 2nd and 11, 2nd and 12. And I was really excited to see that, man. I was really excited to see Georgia saying, hey, we're going to run the football today, and being able to stick with that. And I hope you see that again against Austin Peay next week. And if you get a little bit more balance in Tennessee, that's fine. But in order for Georgia to be successful, in order for Gunner Stockton to be at his ceiling and his highest potential, Georgia's going to have to run the football this year and run it very well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, that's just bottom line.
Period. I mean, this team is all going to be about what Georgia's offensive line carries them to be in their running game.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to determine where this season ends when we're talking here in December.
Yep. Didn't see a whole lot of Noah Thomas. I thought we were going to see a lot more of him, at least catching the football. He was out there and he was blocking, and I think he's going to earn a lot of playing time just because of his blocking ability. Same goes for, London Humphreys. Yeah. That kid can block.
I mean, it's going to be the guy at the Y position.
Right.
It's London Humphreys, I think we've learned yesterday.
Yeah. Colby Young, blocker. Ethan Barber, however you say it, blocker. These guys, because of their ability to block, you're going to see a lot of them out there getting a lot of significant steps.
Already in game one, man, seeing the perimeter blocking was very fun.
Oh, yeah. Good stuff. And, I mean, that's really important for the screen game to get that established, to get that outside perimeter there going. So, And hey, Zachariah Branch, as expected.
Special.
Yep, special.
Got to keep that kid healthy. A lot of things you can do with him in this offense.
Yeah, he had 3 receptions, 95 yards, including that 1 touchdown pass, long of 47 there. That was it was just a check down kind of a thing. And man, I mean, he is quick.
He is, man.
Really fast.
He's very quick. Excited to see what he does in punt return game as well. And just a great addition. And so far through game 1, everything is advertised.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And then as we expected on the line, we had at left tackle, these are starting guys right here. Left tackle, Monroe Freeling. Left guard, Micah Morris. Center, Drew Bobo. Right guard, Juan Gaston. And then right tackle, Ernest Green. And Adam, have you read anything about these injuries? Because I know Micah Morris went down at one point, and then Juan Gaston, however you guys say it, he also went down for a second.
Yeah, I think one thing Gaston is going to be good as far as I think he is getting an MRI, but I think his dad came out and said the big guy's good.
Okay.
So I don't know if he will have some action against Austin Peay, but I think we expect him to be all right and be in the rotation, man. Just a big freak there. Had some miscues a little bit and early, but you expect that out of a true freshman making his first start. But all the potential in the world there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and then there's sometimes he just absolutely just pancakes some guys, and somebody's just going to continue to be good as the season progresses. Need to keep him healthy and get him as many reps as possible at the guard spot. Michael Morris went down as well. So both of their days ended, and then you get Bo Hewley and Daniel Calhoun, who had a majority of the snaps. I think Hewley had 38 and Calhoun had 31.
No, dang. I didn't realize that. I guess, yeah, as the time went on in the game, they
So, yeah, I mean, and that's good. I'm like, I want to see these guys, especially the interior offensive line, where the guard positions, guys get more and more reps and being able to find that right mixture of who could gel these first 2 weeks of the season and get the best unit that we think possible going into Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yeah, for sure. Jaw Jackson got some snaps, too. God, he's a mammoth.
He's a monster, man.
Yeah.
He's a monster.
I think overall, and as long as we're talking about our line here, run blocking looked much better, as it should, against Marshall. I mean, it is Marshall, but, I mean, we opened up holes.
Yeah. And then you get, when you run 11, 12 personnel, when you get Ethan Barbour out there, very surprised how quickly he was in the game. And then all of a sudden, when you see him in pads, he is just a grown man out there. It's going to be fun watching him. I mean, Todd Hartley in that tight end room can't speak highly enough about what he does in that room and just the talent there. So he's going to be a guy to look out for, number 9 this year. And he was fun to watch, a guy who can stick his hand in the ground on the line and really get in there and make some pivotal blocks.
Yeah, I mean, Lawson did
already
as well. Oscar did as well. I mean, great tight end room. There's nothing really left to say there.
Nothing to complain about there.
Yeah,
no.
For real. Trying to look. 12 guys. 12 guys caught a pass.
Good.
I like showing these numbers. I think that's always fun. 9 guys carried the rock. So
yeah,
a lot of people got a lot of different touches and looks, and it's one of those days.
I think that's what Kirby Smart loves to do in these games, man. I mean, obviously you've got to come out focused, and you've got to come out with your hair on fire and get a lead, and then you could get in these scenarios where instead of just keeping guys out there longer and longer, your starters per se, and winning games with maybe scoring 60 or so, and running certain. It's more getting these guys reps, getting these guys game experience and touches, man. And we saw that Saturday again. Yep. We got to utilize that, especially with all the true freshman talent we have, and the fact that you're going to have to do that where the college football landscape is now. But not only that, Clark, it's just these guys are that good and talented, these true freshmen coming in. So getting them as many reps possible with the blessing of the schedule, getting Marshall and Austin Peay the first 2 weeks before your first SEC road game, first hostile environment these guys will be in, I think is huge.
For sure. Yeah. Good day by the offense. So 45 points. Can't complain. Didn't cover, though, but that's to be expected.
Yeah. No. Can't complain, man. When you look at these games, it's never as good as you think. It's never as bad as you think.
Right.
But what I love the most, especially on the offensive side of the football, from what we saw last season and what spoke to me was the body language and the connection of what it looked like from when they came out firing and the whole game, the sideline, the body language, Gunner's leadership ability and his comfort is my biggest takeaway from it, and what I'm very excited about going into the next week.
Another thing that I'm excited about is how well our defense played, how they look at them. My gosh, we talked about this during the game as we were sitting there just watching. Gabe Harris, man, he has gained some weight.
Man.
And, I saw him in the scrimmage. I saw him out there, but I don't know. There's something about him being in real pads out there during the game. I mean, he is going to be dangerous off the edge. He's going to be a problem, a force to be reckoned with. Big number 0, man. And I love, more than anything, I love the, what do they call those things? Like bicep braces.
Yeah.
I don't know. It kind of looks like Reuben Foster out there. He's got 2
Yes,
on
does.
both arms. I'm
Yes,
like,
it
man,
does. I love it.
He's just a unit.
He's a freak, man. And a guy who has waited his time, rare to see in college football, and has been developed by this strength staff and this coaching staff, and I think is going to pay dividends this year. Look out for number 0.
Yeah. Chris Cole also, my gosh, a unit. He reminds me of Alec Ogletree out there. Number 9.
Look like
This
they
is
were
stud.
built in a lab. Period. And they're fast too. Not only are they just monsters, they're fast. It's unreal.
Chris Cole had a great hustle play too, and I think that's going to pay off for him, going to earn him some more playing time. For Kirby, for sure, there was a time where we had him sacked, the quarterback sacked. He goes, kind of misses it. The quarterback kind of scrambles away, gets close to the first down, to the first down marker. And Chris Cole gets up the ground, hustles to the play, and to the quarterback, and brings him down. And that forces 4th down right there. And that was a great play by him. But, yeah, I love some Chris Cole, and I think he's going to do wonders for this defense.
That's attitude and culture that is established in this coaching staff, man. And that's the stuff, like I said earlier, that you like to see in these type of games. And you really take away from these games as a huge positive.
Yeah. Raylan Wilson, he had a great day.
Great game out of Raylan Wilson.
I think he had something like 6 total tackles. But, flying all over the place. Love to see that from your Mike linebacker. And C.J. Allen had a good day, too, I think, as well. Not as many tackles. Yeah.
Hey, C.J.'s a little banged up right now.
Yeah. But he was out there, and I think running okay. So,
yeah, I mean, the linebacker room, both outside and inside, is just an embarrassment of riches, something that is going to be huge this year and fun to watch this year. A lot of talent. It's going to be fun to see how Coach Deribe and Coach Schumann and Kirby kind of play these guys where they plug them in different packages and really love what you see on the edge, man. Quintavious Johnson out there. I think, you look at another guy's when he came in as Elo Madozi. Just another just gifted athlete out there. Where these guys plug in as the season progresses and you get in the SEC play is going to be fun to watch.
Elijah Griffin got a couple of snaps here and there. I'm trying to think who else. Chris Jones.
Defensive line, man. Christian Miller and Jordan Hall. Great days. Great days. Look very elite. Look like what we all thought they would be when they got recruited. Both of them has been banged up by injuries. Good Lord willing, they stay healthy this year. And if they do, they're going to have elite seasons, both of them.
We saw Daniel Harris and Ellis Robinson start, obviously without Dalen Everett. Dalen is still banged up. But, saw them. I thought they both played pretty well, especially Ellis. I saw some hustle out of him. So,
Kyron Jones had the most snaps in secondary.
Really?
Yeah. So, I mean, it's good getting him out there at corner, getting him some more game time, man. So that another thing that's just huge is just continue just to build that experience and depth.
Daggone KJ just about had himself a pick. My gosh, preseason All-American. I cannot wait to see more of KJ.
I said Kyron. I meant DeMello.
DeMello Jones?
Yes, DeMello did.
That corner?
Yes.
You're saying he got the most snaps?
Yes, he did.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
But Kyron starts at safety.
Yeah.
With a club on his hand.
I didn't understand
so that was interesting. I didn't know that. I mean, I'm sitting here talking about Adrian Maddox or Ja'Cory Thomas or whoever. Right. Maddox came in. So, so Kyron Jones was the guy that came out and started across from KJ Bolden in the secondary.
We had 6 tackles for loss, no sacks, but we did hold them to just a total of 208 yards. I thought that was pretty good. Marshall averaged 2.6 yards per rush. I love seeing when that number is 3 or less. I really love it when it's 2 or less. I mean, you're really dominating at that point. But I thought we handled our business on defense. There's really not a whole lot to say.
No, it's awesome. I have to give a shout out to my guy Adam in my text group that he broke down these snaps for me. Sent me the.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that was good.
Nice.
Adam in our Georgia group text message. You know who you are, brother. Appreciate it. DGD.
Yeah.
Loves him. He's got some good number stuff. Great numbers guy. I've learned.
Okay. I love it. Love it. One thing I also loved, Adam, was, and you kind of mentioned this about the offense, but I really saw it out of our defense. They just seem so connected.
Yeah.
It feels different this year. And God, we probably say that every single year, but truly, I saw them veterans, coaching up, showing love to the younger guys throughout the whole game. As they were coming off the field, I saw Christian Miller and Jordan Hall. I mean, this was, late third quarter, hyping up those young bucks. Yeah. And I think that's awesome, man. And yeah, I mean, does that happen all the time? I'm sure it does, but I don't know. It got me hyped up when I was watching it in the stands.
No, McCall, I mean, it's something. It's not even X's and O's we're talking about, because X's and O's, yes, there's stuff you take away from Marshall, but as you talk about these type of games, it's neither good nor bad, as good as it seems,
Right.
But it felt like last year, the Texas game felt like the real Georgia culture under Kirby Smart. Mm-hmm. And then that was the only time during the whole season it kind of felt like. And that team still won an SEC championship, which is just absolutely remarkable. But there was just something different to me and to you that you felt, even against Marshall in the season opener last year, with just the chemistry and the body language on both sides of the football.
Mm-hmm. It's better. It's definitely improved.
And I don't think we're in the minority of saying that.
Right.
People who watch that game at home on TV or were in the stands at Sanford Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah. Different feeling this year. That's good. Let's move on to Georgia Special Teams. Last unit here. We never are going to leave out our special teams. It's just as important as the offense and the defense. Zachariah Branch, Adam, I'm going to call it this year. I said it at the call-in show last Friday night. He's going to take 2 to the house.
2 to the house.
2.
All right.
I don't know when they're going to happen, but 2.
He's going to do it.
Now, I've been horribly wrong about these picks before on special teams. I'll say, oh, so-and-so is going to block a punt. Oh, so-and-so is going to do this or that on special teams. And none of them have come to fruition, but I'm tripling down or quadrupling down on this take. Zachariah Branch will take 2 to the crib. But, hey, more than anything, I'm just thankful that he fielded the ball cleanly on punt return. So –
yeah, there was one time, man, where he got away and let it bounce, and then kind of the defenders got away from the football, and he caught it on the bounce and took it for some positive yardage. Can be dangerous with some punt return guys, but a guy like him who's a veteran at it, he looked very comfortable doing that. Mm-hmm. And that was something that's nice to see. Yes, he'll be a weapon. I think we will see him house one and hopefully multiple this year. One thing, too, to point out, we were talking about, Clark, that well, even deep at punter, I thought Drew Miller had a great game punting football. Obviously, Brett Thorson not back yet, but Drew Miller did a good job doing what he was asked to do yesterday. Mm-hmm. I feel like
he had a long of 54. I think he had 6. No, he had a few punts, but a long of 54. I think we have, as you just said, we've got the top 2 punters in the nation with Drew Miller and Brett Thorson. I mean, my gosh, they both got some boots. Also, shout out to Peyton Woodring, 43-yard field goal. Good. You love to see that out of your field goal kicker, especially preseason when you hear some notes, you hear some scrimmage things that, I don't know about the kicking situation. Nah, when you get him in the game, Peyton Woodring, he's money. Also, KJ, man, blocked punt. You love to see a blocked punt.
I love seeing that, man.
That's just hustle, man. That's just wanting to make a difference in the football game in, a big way. So good on KJ for that. And good on the whole team. I mean, it really was a great day. You and I both said this kind of walking out of the stadium. We saw all we needed to see to say confidently that Georgia actually has the potential to win a national championship this year.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it all hinges on how the offensive line gels and the injury, status there as we go throughout the year. And if you're able to run the football, but it's there, man. And I feel like this team progresses, and I just keep saying it keeps growing. More guys just come into their own. What I liked and what my biggest takeaway was the team chemistry and the body language and just the connection. It seems like there's leaders on both sides of the football, it seems like, and I think that's one of the most important pieces of the puzzle to win a national championship. And it starts in the locker room, and it looks like just from the outside looking in, even against a team like Marshall on a hot afternoon in Sanford Stadium, that this team has it. Mm-hmm. You should be very excited about it. So I mean, the offense, especially the first 3 or 4 drives of the game, the wrinkles that we saw. You mentioned it, just the read options, the speed option, and just running the football. I hope that progresses into next week We continue just to pound the rock, run the football, establish this running game. That's what we got to have this year. Again, just the key is you have to be able to run the football week in and week out to get to where we want to be.
Mm-hmm. Love it. Good stuff.
Thought it started out great. To me, it started out great. Couldn't have asked for any better to open up the year. Let's get on to Austin Peay.
Let's do it. 1-0 on the season. Cannot complain. Let's talk about some other games this past week.
Yeah.
Let's go back to last Friday night. We were trying to watch these games during the call-in show. Didn't get to see much. I did go back, thankfully, and watch highlights. Maybe you did too, Adam. But let's start with Georgia Tech at Colorado. I didn't realize this, but Tech started off this game with 3 straight turnovers.
Really? I didn't realize that either.
And Colorado only got 7 points out of that. But Georgia Tech rallied 27-20 victory over the Buffs. Good win for Brent Key and Haynes King, I guess.
Yeah, great win for Brent Key and Haynes King. I mean, Haynes King really did well with his legs. It looks like Georgia Tech's going to depend on riding him and through the running game, Haynes King, this year.
Yeah.
And hopefully the kid stays healthy. You don't wish any injury on anybody, but, man, that's going to be tough to make it through 12 football games utilizing your quarterback like it looks like they're going to do in Atlanta.
Well,
but he's a gamer. He
is a gamer. But
he's a great quarterback.
They also do play in the ACC. So.
That's true.
A crap conference.
But I mean, all the respect in the world to Haynes King and what he's done since he transferred from College Station, Texas, into Atlanta.
Yeah, but I hope they lose every game.
Absolutely.
All right, Auburn at Baylor. Auburn, man, 38-24. The Tigers go in and get it done in Waco. I think this was sort of a kind of a wake-up call, Adam, for the rest of Auburn's opponents, potentially.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm showing too much love to Auburn. I hate Auburn, but, I mean, you got to respect them, and I think they've kind of found something with Jackson Arnold. He had a field day. They ran the football very, very well against Baylor.
Yeah. I think, honestly, I kind of thought there was a chance they'd go to Waco and not really have much offensive production against the Dave Aranda defense. Dave Aranda, a very solid defensive mind for many years, throw some stuff at everything you heard out of camp, a Jackson Arnold at quarterback who confidence might not be at the best right now, but kudos to him and Hugh Freeze putting up 38 on the road against a P4 opponent like that on opening night. Good for them. Should definitely carry some momentum. I mean, they got Ball State and South Alabama in the next couple of weeks. Should bode well for them just to continue to grow Arnold's confidence, continue to build. Then you go to Oklahoma and you go to A&M 2 weeks in a row. And, I mean, if they somehow go to Oklahoma or A&M and just really split one of the two of those games on the road, it'll be a very hostile environment when Georgia comes into Jordan-Hare after that. So if they win both of them, it'll be absolutely just insane. So going to be interested those 2 weeks, September 20th and 27th, Auburn's games against Oklahoma and A&M to really just tell where this team is. But they have two soft opponents in Jordan-Hare the next couple of weeks to continue to grow. So, yeah, that game kind of shocked me, to be honest.
Yeah, for real. All right, Saturday, we had Texas at Ohio State. What a great game. Defensive slugfest, man, 14-7. Before that, though, College Game Day, Lee Corso. Did you cry?
Oh, yeah. I shed some tears. I shed some tears, absolutely, man.
Yeah, that was a very emotional, very moving time. Of course, he had to go pick Ohio State, and I mean, that just makes sense. There's no other option, right? That was his first love. So, but, yeah, I mean, as far as the game goes, defense slugfest, I think Arch, maybe the lights were just a little too bright. I think, though, people are writing him off way too quickly. Arch Manning is an excellent quarterback. I think he's going to prove that. He's young. I mean, this was his, let's be honest,
start in a hostile environment.
Well, it's real. I mean, I know he started, I think he started a couple other games last year.
Well, yeah, I think they were in DKR.
Yeah.
Against lesser opponents,
right.
I believe. So, I mean, this is the first time, like, on the road hostile.
Yeah, his team for sure. But, no, I mean, I think Arch is a great quarterback. Listen, his whole family is littered with amazing quarterbacks. But give him some time. I think he's a great quarterback. I think we'll see a lot more of him this season, and he'll prove himself. But Ohio State, man, they got it done on defense, and they won this game ultimately. And Julian Sayin, I think, had a better day than Arch. Yeah,
I mean, definitely Arch missed some throws, but it's something that you talk about, just young quarterback. And he's got, I think, next 3 weeks to really play some teams that he can beat up on, gain some confidence, work on some getting in sync with his offense, man, and be ready for the SEC slate. So not writing off Texas just yet. I'm definitely not sad to see them lose.
No.
Not sad to see Art struggle, not come out of the gate firing hot. I was good with that, but I'm not just going to just berate the kid at all.
Right.
But I understand, the media, the hype that he's had, definitely didn't live up to it in week one. So we'll see the rest of the year. That's the beauty of college football, which I was not really impressed with quarterback play across the whole country, if I'm being quite honest this week. Gus, I think Garrett Nussmeier was the most impressive.
Yeah, and this guy that we're about to talk about here. Alabama at Florida State. Wow. 31-17. I think that literally the only person that saw this coming was Lee Corso himself. He was the lone person on College Game Day to pick the Noles to upset Alabama. Wow, what a freaking game this was. It was amazing. We were watching it in Sanford, and as we were walking out of Sanford, I mean, don't you just love college football, man?
Love it, man. Love it.
Listen to this. This was only the 5th unranked ACC team to ever beat an AP top 10 SEC team.
Wow.
Ever.
Seriously.
Ever. Yep.
And there's been a lot of those matchups, Clark.
Yeah, there have been.
You think about, at the end of the year between the Florida States, Georgia Tech, Clemson, South Carolina's a lot of those matchups, right?
Right.
So
Is that not wild, though?
oh, that's wild.
Only the 5th time that's ever happened in the history of college football.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. It just shows that every year it's just different. Can't base it off of last year. Florida State team that goes 2-10. It just shows me, man, that when you get Gus Malzahn with a athletic dual threat quarterback, doesn't even have to be a guy who's just a strong passer.
Yeah.
Magic just happens in those offenses. Yes, I mean, I know it's just one game. We'll see how it progresses, but looks to be just after 1 week, great hire by Norvell bringing in Gus Malzahn and then going and getting a guy out of the portal who fits Malzahn's scheme. I mean, you think of what he did with Nick Marshall in 13, as much as that it pains me to say it, a guy who was playing cornerback at the University of Georgia, transferred to Auburn and became an SEC winning quarterback. So, no, I mean, I'm not ready to crown them just ACC champions yet, but you definitely have to be excited if you're a Florida State fan with that combination on the offense side of the football. And the defense looked pretty dang good as well.
They did. And you got to be a little nervous if you're Alabama. I do think they'll get it together. They'll regroup to some extent, but man, this is not the same Alabama team as of late.
Yeah, and going back to what we talked about, the body language, the hustle on it, just I saw several plays where there was a lot of loafing going on, stuff that would have got them chewed out under Saban. Definitely a different culture there under Kalen DeBoer, and Kalen DeBoer's been successful at places, but that doesn't mean it might not translate well to Alabama. I kind of thought second year he would really improve it, and I guess we'll see how the rest of the season progresses. But a couple easy opponents to gain their confidence. Then they come to Athens, Georgia, and that's a game that we got to win, Clark. We'll get to talking about that, but right now, more than ever, it looks like you have to win that football game if you're Georgia.
Oh, yeah. And then
From
the
a
last
psyche standpoint.
Yeah, for real. The last, but certainly not the least, this was kind of the cherry on top of the day. LSU at Clemson. Listen, I've always kind of said this. If you held a gun to me and you said, hey, Clark, you got to pull for another SEC team, I would pull for LSU.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I love the tailgate scene. Those people are crazy. They're loud. That's kind of my vibe right there. But, hey, LSU went into the Death Valley Junior, as Brian Kelly called it, and won 17-10. It was a great night. Love watching Clemson and Dabo Swinney lose a football game.
Oh, I love it, man. I really think Garrett Riley, their offense coordinator, is overrated when they play a defense with a pulse, especially from the Southeastern Conference. But, that's just what Clemson does, man. And right now where they're at, Cade Klubnik getting a lot of hype. I wasn't really impressed with him. He played like he did against the SEC defense he did last year, I felt like. Yeah. I mean, they don't have a running back. They tried like what we used to have a couple years ago with Dylan Bell, essentially, moving a wide receiver to running back.
Right.
And the defense, I just don't think they're up to caliber of what we see in the SEC. When you look at Georgia's defense compared to what the athletes of Clemson's defense is, it's a different culture that Dabo tries to establish there. What he'll do is he'll lose to LSU, go on a roll. He'll get popped by some surprise ACC team like a Florida State, like a Louisville.
Yeah.
Then he'll lose to Carolina again, possibly in Columbia the rest of the year, and go 9-3. Maybe drop another ACC game and go 8-4. But they'll be competing for a playoff spot just because of their schedule. But there's nothing special about that program anymore after the Venables elite defensive lines, the Osterin has left, and the generational quarterbacks of Deshaun Watson and Trevor Lawrence are no longer there.
Yeah, and we're not complaining about all that either.
No, we're not
love
complaining about it, but it is what it is. I mean, I think
Yeah.
there's some delusion now in Clemson that Dabo can get them back to where they want to be, but they just had the right mixture of stuff there for about a 5-6 year period. And it's, I mean, yeah, respectable. They'll go 9-3, 8-4 just because of the conference they play in, but nothing special there, nothing special about their coaching staff and their player development. And yeah, that's what I have to say about it. Losing a big time marquee game at home, opening night, rowdy crowd. Another loss to the SEC program and a defense with a pulse that moved the football on.
Oh, it's so satisfying.
I love saying all that.
Yep, me
I
too.
think I'm just yes. Even though my Clemson hate is at an all-time high, man, I still don't think it's just completely unbiased saying that.
Yeah,
it's true statements.
True. Well, folks, that wraps that. Gosh, it's a late night. Sorry, y'all. I'm stumbling over words at this point. It's 12:22, September 1st. It's a late night. But if you have enjoyed this episode, please leave us a review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Helps grow this Georgia football community. And if you're watching on YouTube, comment below your score prediction for this week's upcoming game against Austin Peay. It's got to be a blowout, right? We gotta shut somebody out this season, right? Why not Austin Peay?
Absolutely, man.
Yeah?
Absolutely. So, yeah, I'm excited about it, Clark. What Austin preview episode coming later in the week.
Yep.
So stay tuned. You'll have another podcast that will potentially have the game of the week coming back.
Maybe.
Next week, maybe. We'll see. And also talking about Austin Peay and our thoughts there. Breaking down the Austin Peay team. I've drawn a blank of what their mascot is.
Oh, it's like a person.
It's like a topper. Like
commander
he's got
or
like a top hat on, right?
colonel?
A colonel or something. I don't know.
We're going to have to look it up right
Look it up real quick.
Austin Peay.
We've
mascot.
opened up with them, I think.
The Governor.
The Governors, that's right. Great name.
Yeah.
Great name. Yeah, the Governor, he's got the old top hat on and
Yeah.
I mean, so.
Oh, look at this guy.
Oh, no, that's a great, the mascot segment. Strong mascot. Kind of looks like a rip of the Demon Deacon from Wake Forest up there in Winston-Salem. But it should be another fun day in Sanford Stadium. High noon kick this time. So, again, another family game, reasonable ticket prices. If you don't have anything this Saturday, come out to Sanford Stadium, brave the heat, at least for a little bit. Watch this Georgia football team play because they put on a show last week, I felt like, and it's going to be another good year. So, get excited about it. We got one more week of just seeing what we have, seeing young guys develop, just really resting easy, and then it hits you in a hurry. We'll be going to Knoxville early in the year against a Tennessee team who's flying high with Joey Aguilar, their performance last week. So, but we'll get to that next week. But as right now, let's focus on the Governors. Football season is here. Chaos has already happened. Week 1. The playing field couldn't look any more level as far as where this season's going in the SEC and the whole country. But Georgia will be right in the thick of it. We're blessed. Can't wait to get with y'all. Catch us later in the week. We love y'all. Go Dogs, baby.